right, Matt, we're back for another round of what we're now calling Friday Night Fights. Because we figured out a day to actually put it out on.
Hit me. What you got?
All right, round one, but let's tell what this tournament is.
I have no idea.
Because it recently happened. The Eagles' greatest hits album overtook Thriller.
Yeah.
So I took the top 32 all-time selling albums, put them in a tournament. Out of the 32 albums, you're going to tell us which is the best album. And it may not be the top selling.
True.
So, 1 verse 8.
Right.
5 verse 4, 6 verse 3, 7 verse 2. And then we have 4 regions, and there's no geographic or even any method to the madness other than, hey, let's put them in order.
Okay.
Our first one is going to be the new one, new number 1 of all time, Eagles' Greatest Hits, 71 to 75. Right. Verse Britney Spears' Baby One More Time. Which is the better album?
The Eagles.
See, I'll jump in here. Sure. I was tempted, but because that's now the new number 1, take out all greatest hits. Because I think that's kind of cheating. But for this one, we may go back and go, let's take out all greatest hits because you know, and you sell a ton of them, the Beatles ones will show up quite a bit in here.
Yeah, true.
All right, so Britney Spears is out by the Eagles. We're just going to keep going down. Bee Gees' Saturday Night Fever versus Elton John's Greatest Hits.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's unfair, but that's how it is.
Elton John?
Not a big Bee Gees fan, or just...
I don't know.
This one's kind of hard. This is actually album versus album. Well, kind of. I guess
it's the way it should be.
I guess it's kind of a greatest hits on one of them. Bob Marley Legend, which is a greatest hits.
That's greatest hits.
Versus Beatles White Album, which is a 3-6 matchup.
Yeah, the White Album really could be one album, a strong one album.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Bob Marley.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Everyone goes through a reggae phase, and that's usually the one.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
As a 7 seed.
Wow.
Versus number 2, Garth Brooks' Double Live. Which is his highest selling album.
Good for him. Dark Side.
Okay.
Yeah,
I figured.
We could have just skipped that one, but it's more fun to poke.
Billy Joel's Greatest Hits 1 and 2. Josh Hampton's not here.
Right.
Versus Adele 21.
Oh my gosh. Let's have some fun and pick Adele.
I agree.
Yeah.
The first 1 seed to upset and get upset is Adele.
Yeah.
Number 5. This one is actually album versus album. Garth Brooks, No Fences, versus Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction.
Go ahead and mark it down.
Which are you?
Appetite.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know if you had a country love in you.
Well, when we talk about a country album, I will.
Weirdest one. The 6 seed, Metallica.
Oh.
Versus the 3.
Yeah.
Okay, let that...
Okay.
This is a top 12...
Black album.
Top 12 album.
Talking about the Black
of all
album.
time.
All right.
Hootie and the Blowfish, Cracked Rear View. Which are you picking?
Well, I was poised to pick whoever was against Metallica because I'm really not a fan of the Black Album. But Cracked Rearview Mirror, even worse. So I have to go Black Album by default.
All right. But isn't that weird? Hootie and the Blowfish is a top 12 album still. Still.
Well,
it was that huge. I never realized it was that big until I did this list.
Massive.
Journey's Greatest Hits as 7.
We got to cut all these greatest hits.
Versus Led Zeppelin 4.
Led Zeppelin 4.
All right.
Jeez. That's a greatest hits in its own right.
Okay. The former number 1 of all time, Michael Jackson Thriller, which just re-entered in September.
Really?
As a top 200 Billboard song. Thriller.
Oh,
because it's Halloween.
Okay.
Michael Jackson's Thriller versus Garth Brooks' Ropin' in the Wind.
Michael Michael Jackson Thriller. I wish it was bad, though. Probably
Yeah. Or Off the Wall.
Or Off the Wall.
That's more made for it. Okay, this one's weird. Beatles 1967 through 70 versus Boston, Boston.
Oh. Yeah. If I'm going to pick a Beatles, at least it's the later stuff.
So you're picking Boston?
I didn't say that.
It's actually the higher seed.
Yeah.
It's actually sold
as
more.
It should be. It probably has sold more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's have fun and pick Boston.
All right,
Why not?
Boston.
That was a groundbreaking album.
Was it?
Sure.
Okay.
Came out in what, 76?
I can almost tell you I know what you're going to pick, and you'll also say it's not his best album, but Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, versus Shania Twain, Come On Over.
Okay.
Shania sold more.
Right.
Which is actually, I think, the 10th best-selling album all time. I can't remember.
Probably.
10th or 11th.
All Bruce has to do is release Born in the USA as a box set, and that'll increase sales again.
So, are we Born in the USA?
Of
I would
course.
assume. Okay.
Of course.
Beatles 62 through 66
Yep.
versus AC/DC Back in Black.
Back in Black.
All right. I don't think you'd be allowed back into D93 if you chose differently. Oh, this is going to be hard for you, but not in a good way.
Oh.
Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys versus Eagles Hotel California.
Oh my gosh.
It's very apt.
They're both I have to go with the Eagles.
Really? Do you have to?
Yeah.
No love for any of the pop so far. I don't think. Adele, I guess.
Throw me some good pop, and we will.
This is going to be weird. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill versus Whitney Houston, Bodyguard.
Wow.
And Whitney Houston is higher rated.
Yeah.
But
wow, that's sold through the roof.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has
a
a
single was huge.
Well,
off of that.
Dolly Parton made a lot of money off of that.
I hope so. But let's go Alanis.
Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti.
Ooh, I love that album.
Versus album about cheating, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Physical Graffiti. Which is interesting. That's on the list.
Well, it's a top 25 album of all time.
Okay.
Here's a different one. Pink Floyd The Wall, top 8.
Classic.
Versus Santana Supernatural.
Oh, wow. Let's go Pink Floyd.
Okay.
If I have to hear that song one more time.
What, you don't like Rob Thomas and Smooth? Just forget about it. All right, next round, next week, Matt will be wearing the same shirt.
Friday Night Fights.
See ya.